The ocean. It's known for its life, its waters, and for covering up 70% of the Earth's surface. But what if there was a part of the ocean so dangerous that little to no life can survive? Well, today, I compiled a list of some of the most dangerous parts of the ocean. Places that are dangerous for humans and most sea creatures alike. These are the most dangerous parts of the ocean. It's not even close. The North Sea is famous for shallow waters. Located between the UK and Scandinavia, the waters are only about 100 feet deep. This allows the waves to become steepier and choppier due to there less being energy to dissipate. This may result in very treacherous conditions like thunderstorms. Not to mention, the sea is known for weather depressions, whip-up storms, and strong winds. And not to mention, there's also a lot of tidal currents that contribute to the ocean's danger. For example, the Dogger Bank can cause treacherous weather conditions. Weather conditions can vary. They can be sleet, fog, or heavy rain, especially in the colder months. There's a lot that I didn't go over, so let's move on to the North Atlantic Ocean is located between New York and Southampton. It's known for its powerful winter storms driven by low-pressure systems, creating high winds, heavy seas, fog, and quick changes in conditions. This happens every winter. Icebergs are also pretty common from early February to the final days of July, but in the polar regions, the ice season is longer, although there's less shipping in those areas. In the Northwest Atlantic, hurricanes are a hazard between the summer and autumn months. Okay, now we're moving on to this is a rocky headland located on the Atlantic coast of the Cape Peninsula in South Africa. It's a common misconception that the Cape of Good Hope is the southern tip of Africa, when in fact Cape Agulhas, about 150 kilometers to the east-southeast, is actually the southern tip of Africa. Often there's unpredictable weather in the mornings. Perfectly calm weather considers to sudden storms with gale-force winds and massive swells from the Southern Ocean in just a few minutes. Winds like the Cape Doctor can suddenly shift, barring extreme circumstances. With a rocky, dangerous coastline, this contributes to its reputation as the graveyard of ships, with hundreds of historical wrecks. There's also a current crash of the Agulhas Current in the Indian Ocean. It meets the Cold Benguela Current from the Atlantic, causing very high winds that can stress ships. There can even be very big waves, sometimes as comparable as a 6-story building. Cape Horn is the southernmost headland of Terra del Fuego in southern Chile. It's not the most southerly point of South Africa, but it does mark the northern boundary of the Drake Passage, which we will get to later. It marks where Atlantic and Pacific Oceans meet. It's located on the Hornos Island on the Hermites Islands group. Normally, Cape Horn offers a cool climate. Several factors combine to make Cape Horn an extremely hazardous shipping route. The fierce sailing conditions in the Southern Ocean, the geography of the passage south around Cape Horn, and the extreme southern latitude. The winds are also super prevailing. These interrupted winds can reach gale force, creating chaotic conditions. These winds can also cause analogously large winds, reaching heights of buildings as they roll around the Southern Ocean. Icebergs are also a hazard as they shift from Antarctica, posing very significant yet well-hidden threats. Let's conclude this video with the worst one by far. There's one thing which makes the Drake Passage extremely dangerous. It's the fact that it's located next to Cape Horn, which we discussed earlier. It's at the southern extreme of the South American mainland, near Antarctica. This makes it a candidate for icy cold water. It's considered one of the most treacherous parts of the ocean for basically the same reasons as Cape Horn. Anyways, the winds are completely interrupted, causing them to reach hurricane force. They also whip up giant swells and gusts, creating the well-known Drake Shake. There's also an ocean current that circles Antarctica, known as the Antarctic Circumpolar Current. It doesn't meet resistance from landmass. Waves can even reach 65 feet too. This gives it a reputation for the most powerful convergence of seas. The Atlantic, Pacific, and Southern Oceans can cause turbulent waters as well as complex currents, creating cataclysmic conditions. The passage even carries, you guessed it, icebergs. They break off from Antarctica, which only adds another hazard, especially for older vessels. But here's a little fun fact. On December 25th, 2019, 6 people actually sailed through the passage, being the first people in history to do that. You could not even pay me money to do that. This is not meant to be like a comprehensive analysis of all these parts of the ocean. There's a lot that I didn't go over. You know, for whatever reason, I decided to edit this entire video before adding a voiceover. Like, I'm really not sure why, but I just did. This didn't make my commentary very good, and it actually kind of shortened the video, so I would not recommend that you do this. But I hope you've enjoyed it anyway, and I appreciate you so much for watching till the end. It means a lot to me. You know, perhaps I'll use my chroma key screen for the next video. I haven't really ever used it ever since I hung it up. And you know, it's gonna be 2026 in a few days. So I hope you had a happy 2025. My 2025 was okay. There was a lot of ups and downs, but I hope yours was really good, and I hope you have a good 2026 as well. Anyways, I think this is gonna wrap up the video. I'm sorry that this video was kind of short, but this took me literally weeks to edit. I'm a really slow editor. And feel free to subscribe as I plan to upload more content like this. It also motivates me to create more content. Anyways, this is gonna wrap up the video, so thank you for watching.